Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Got a story I want to share with you, and it's very, very important. Why? It's because some of the richest men in the world are telling you something's coming. Wait a minute, I'm not in frame. Let's get in frame here. And I think when very famous, wealthy people talk, you should listen, even if you don't agree with what they do. Stand by, beep, beep, I'm coming. Like Dr. Evil, hello, I'm about to launch Midas 55. Is that even the right number? Put it in the description below. This is an important deal. We're going to talk about this right now. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Ken Griffin are sounding the alarm on a U.S. recession. Now, guys, just a little side note. We're already in a recession. Don't believe what they say. But listen to the warning. That part's important. But, guys, we're already in a recession. We've already had 2 quarters of GDP that is going down. You know what? I'm just going to take another spin right now because you got to take this in. Sometimes you've got to soak this in. There are all these really fancy, important people telling you all this stuff. And very few of us listen, right? Now think about this. It says right here, here are 12 dire economic warnings from elite commentators. All right, here we go. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Charlie Munger have flagged the risk of a U.S. recession, even though we're already in one. They must be going by the new government standards. Carl Icahn, Jamie Dimon, and Ken Griffin are also bracing for a painful economic downturn. Guys, if you have any family and friends that aren't listening to you, but you say, hey, we got problems going on, and they're not listening, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm right there with you. Just share these videos everywhere you can. Here are 12 recession warnings from top executives, investors, and academics. All right, here we go. Number 1. Jeff Bezos, Amazon's founder and executive chairman. The economy does not look great right now. Things are slowing down. You're seeing layoffs in many, many sectors. The probabilities say if we are not in a recession right now, we are likely to be in one very soon. Take as much risk off the table as you can. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. It's weird. It's almost like the Economic Ninja's little thing. But you know what, guys? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial professional. I didn't finish college. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even pronounce the word. So don't take any of this as financial advice from me. But just, Jeff Bezos, we're going to get to Elon. Jeff Bezos is laying people off before Christmas. That's a big deal. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter, if you didn't already know before. Quote, there's going to be probably a year or 2 of serious recession. Frankly, the economic picture ahead is dire, especially for a company like ours that is so dependent on advertising in a challenging economic climate. You know, it's very interesting that Elon said that. And the reason why is because it's so true. And they don't, I love that he's telling you the truth. It's very hard to advertise, which their company is very heavy, dependent on advertising, right? To get their company vision and what they're doing out there during an economic uncertainty, because they don't know if their bang for their buck is going to carry very far. Ken Griffin, CEO of Citadel. This should be good. For the Fed to truly conquer inflation here, we're going to put unemployment somewhere in the negative 4% range. I find it hard to believe we're not going to have a recession at this point in time, sometime in the middle to back half of 2023. Good news is you've been listening to this channel, the Economic Ninja channel, and you're already seeing the writing on the wall, so you're already preparing. All right. Charlie Munger. This guy barely has an opinion, just so you guys know. Very quiet. Warren Buffett's business partner and vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. I think the Fed is willing to have a little recession in order not to have out of control inflation. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be the one guy at the party that doesn't hang around the punch bowl getting drunk. Charlie Munger, I think, has lost a little bit of reality when it comes to, because he's so darn rich, with what's really going on. The Fed has lost control, and they're going to keep losing control until this whole thing comes smashing down. But that's just coming from a dude, on a sweet ride, all right? I don't want to brag. Carl Icahn, chairman of Icahn Enterprises. He said, whenever you have tighter interest rates that have moved, as they have here, you have an inverted yield curve. Treasuries at close to a 5% yield. You are going to have a recession. And I think we do have a recession already. Carl, you and the ninja, bam, eye to eye right there. There's a lot of things that have to happen to turn this economy around to get us out of recession. That's right. Buy gold, buy silver, get out of debt, and hunker down. And then when everything crashes, buy up everybody's assets. It's going to be awesome. Now, David Solomon, CEO of Goldman Sachs. I mean, I don't like Goldman Sachs. Rather, Goldman sucks, but whatever. These guys are the smartest guys in the room. Why? Because they put the right guys in the room in the government too. Generally, when you find yourself in an economic scenario like this, where inflation is embedded, well, that's true because we have a fiat currency. Just so you know, inflation is baked in the cake. No matter what happens on any given day of a fiat currency in its career, you're going to have inflation because they keep printing more of it. That's why it's called fiat. But sorry, I digress. It's hard to get out of it without a real economic slowdown. The US is most likely going to have a recession. Jeff Grunlock, Double Line Capital CEO, that's another well-known name. Here's what he says. Recession is easily 60% in the next 6 to 8 months. And for the year 2023, I'd put it at more like 80. Just so you guys know, these guys are all getting out of the market right now. They're not telling you this. They're telling you, warning you, but they're getting out of the market right now, just so you know. And they're doing it little by little, so the company filings don't hit the market so hard. That's really what's happening. But again, I'm just gonna take another lap around here. Don't call it a victory lap, but you're gonna see soon enough. It's really, really happening. These guys are getting out of the market. I should have a cowboy hat on right now. Leon Cooperman, CEO of Omega Advisors. This is what he said. The combination of Fed tightening, quantitative tightening, a strong dollar, and the price of oil will create a recession in the second half of 2023. It's almost like they all know something's coming because they're all giving the same date. We've pulled forward demand because of very inappropriate fiscal and monetary policies, and ultimately a price is going to be paid. Very, very deep. I'm going to end on this one. Greg Jensen, co-CIO of Bridgewater Associates. And guys, I'm going to link this story below so you can have it too, so you read all these quotes, because you need to get this into you so you can really, truly have confidence and faith in why it's so important to get out of debt and get ready, so you'll be a part of Ninja Nation. You won't miss out, all right? No hands. I know. This is like I've been doing this my whole life. We are expecting a much bigger recession than the markets are expecting. 2020, because it's a depression. 2023 will likely be the year of a significant global recession. You probably won't see the bottom of the equity markets until they begin easing 6 to 7 months from now. You probably won't see the end of the bottom of the economy for another 9 months or so after that. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to end on this. I think it's going to be much worse than all of them are saying. Why? I'll tell you. I'm not leaving. Because they want to be right. And in order to be right, you underpromise and overdeliver. So that's what they're doing right now. There's a recession coming, and if it happens sooner, they go, oh, man, it happened sooner, but at least I warned you. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be worse. But in that, it's going to be the best, because you are going to have the greatest opportunity to build wealth that you have ever had in your entire life. There are market cycles every 7 to 10 years. You could literally look in the stars and see that for sure. It's a big old calendar. The truth is, no one ever knew until just recently, because now information age is allowing people like me to talk to people like you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so, but you don't have to. And if you don't like the video, just hit the thumbs down twice. Make sure I get the message. And with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.